for you women out there, you buy something and you're happy with it. And you got, maybe it's a Gucci, maybe it's a Hermes, maybe it's a Fendi, a Louis V, whatever, a Dolce Gabbana, a Balenciaga, one of these big brands, right? And you're happy with it. All along, you think it's been made in the authentic country like Italy or America, the United States, and it's really being made in China. And then they ship it over to the country, supposedly country of origin, and then they put their stickers on it. All right, so let me go over to these clips.
Since everybody on the internet is talking about designer bags, Birkin, and all that good stuff, I want to know, at what tax bracket can y'all afford these luxury items? And I don't mean put it on your credit card. I mean, actually, you can afford it. Yes, maybe put it on your credit card to get the points, but then pay off that credit card. I've been watching those budgeting videos, and it seems like people are willing to go into debt for like LV, Dior bags, all of that good stuff. But is it really worth it? I be seeing people who make like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year buying these things. My question is, like, I'm not trying to judge y'all. My question is, can y'all really afford it? Or are y'all just trying to like keep up? What is it? Because I want to know. I seriously want to know.
All they gave you was a stitch, a stamp, and a big fat lie. And now Chinese influencers are out here exposing it all, showing the same factory you thought made your exclusive bag also pumps out the dupes for $42. The same threads, the same hands, just less ego attached. Let's be real. They are doing us a favor. They're waking us up from this idea that your worth lives in a logo. That luxury is something you wear instead of something that you live. Because at the end of the day, you're wearing the same cheap shit as the rest of us. You just paid 800% more and posted it on Instagram with a quote from Rihanna. Real luxury is peace. It's financial freedom. It's being confident without buying into the illusion. Follow if you're done flexing for strangers and ready to buy for yourself. They're trying to embarrass us. And honestly, you should be embarrassed. How many years we've been out here loyal to brands like we're auditioning for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, going broke, flexing labels, financing handbags like it's an investment strategy.
I'm so confused because Hermès clearly purports that all of their bags are handmade in France and their watches are made in Switzerland. In their verbiage, there is no room for confusion about where their products are manufactured. There's no room for China. But in the beginning of that video, that nice Chinese man is clearly standing in front of what appear to be Hermès bags, saying that these are the bags that we manufacture. I noticed he didn't say Hermès when he called out all the brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Coach. But the implication was very clearly there. And if Hermès products, specifically their bags, are made from beginning to end in France, why would their valuation drop with the news that Chinese manufacturers are spilling the tea? It says right here on their website, the vast majority of our products are manufactured in France. And they talk about sourcing cashmere from Mongolia, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely nothing about China. And those purses that man was standing in front of were identical to Hermès bags, correct? So does that mean Hermès is lying to us? At least lying by omission? Or are their bags beginning to end manufactured, designed, whatever, in France? I'm so confused.
The bags come from China, but the leather comes from Nigeria. The bags are manufactured in China, but the leather, the exotic skins, the snake skin, the alligator, it comes from Kano, Nigeria. Come on in, let's talk about it, yes. Because I love that the Chinese manufacturers are coming on here and asserting that they are producing these luxury bags and luxury goods, but also Black people have a hand in that manufacturing by way of tanneries in Kano, Nigeria. So a tannery is an institution, a business in which you are converting animal products like skins, leather, suede, alligator skins, snake skins, all kinds of exotic skins into textiles so that they can be used for goods, clothing, bags. And Kano, Nigeria is world headquarters for this practice. And they have long since been headquarters for hundreds of years. So I interviewed during the pandemic a man named Winston, and he leads a business out of Kano, Nigeria called Winston Leathers. And they are actually a third generation tannery. So he confirmed that his tannery produces leather goods and exotic skins for brands like LVMH, so Louis Vuitton's portfolio of brands, Ralph Lauren, many other luxury brands. And I interviewed him on Twitter. I'll link to that thread so you can go back and read it. But yeah, he shared that this practice of providing exotic skins to the world, but specifically to China, goes back to the Silk Road, when traders in Mali were providing leather goods up through Morocco and on into Asia. Moroccan leather is known for its quality, and Winston actually shared that Moroccan leather can be traced back to Kano, Nigeria, and it's actually Kano leather. So I love all the conversation that Chinese manufacturers have started around like amplifying that those goods are produced and manufactured in China. I want to go a layer deeper and talk about how Black people are actually contributing to the manufacturing as well, because the leather goods and the exotic skins that make up those bags that they're putting together in China actually started on the continent of Africa, in Nigeria. Okay, let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about all of it.
I think the reason why I'm excited about what the Chinese suppliers and manufacturers are doing right now is because they're helping to demystify this whole notion that people have in their mind that Western equals quality, Western equals luxury. When in fact, let me hold your hand and let me tell you this: that Italian leather that you're buying, that swing your arm about saying, oh, it's Italian leather, that shit is Nigerian leather. Yes, that quality leather you're boasting about is Nigerian leather. Do you know how many markets in Nigeria? You have a market, a bar market whereby high quality leather is being sold. High quality leather products are being made on a daily basis. And then they're being bought by this quote unquote luxury brands, like this Italian brands, and then they stamp the logo on it, and then they 10x, 50x, 100x, 1000x the price for you, and y'all just fall on your knees and buy it. It just shows that a lot of you are just consuming brands. You don't know quality. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no clue about quality. Do you know how we Nigerians have known this for a long time? Like Italian leather, we see you guys boast about it. Like, this stuff we get in the market. We get in the market. Y'all are out here being ripped up. That's it. I'm happy that a lot of people are having an awakening. Y'all are just buying into brands. Y'all are not buying into quality because you don't know what quality is. That's why these companies can finesse you and can fleece you and getting you to pay 100x, 1000x of what a product is actually worth. Makes no sense.
I think this just might be the death of the luxury market as we know it. I don't know if you guys are on this side of TikTok yet, but basically all of the Chinese manufacturers that make all of the big brands that we love and pay a lot of fucking money for, they're being exposed because they are literally making these top luxury brands in China, Louis Vuitton, Hermès. I was even seeing like dishwasher pods, okay? And they are showing you how you can go direct to the manufacturer. They were talking about this one Hermès bag. I think it was like $38,000, but you can buy it from them for $1,000. The argument has always been, oh, well, it's not going to be the same quality. Yeah, it is, because that's literally where they're making it. It's the exact same thing. And I think it's crazy because this is kind of the thing that I've been saying for a long time, right? Like there was this Louis Vuitton purse that I really, really liked and I wanted to buy it, but I'm like, I'm not spending $6,000 on this. Like I'm a mom. In my purse, there's probably going to be like an old fucking banana peel, a crushed up water bottle. Like I'm not spending $6,000 on a purse and then putting it down at the park. Like, no, bro, I'm going to be like wrapping it in bubble wrap and carrying it like a baby. So I went and I bought a dupe, okay, for like $100. It's amazing. It's beautiful. We love her. And now think about how many more fun things I can do with that additional $5,900. Luxury isn't about quality anymore. It's about psychology. Like if you feel like you're better than somebody else because your bag costs more, even though it's the exact same thing, that's not confidence. That's just capitalism doing what it does best, tricking you into trading your wealth for status. Think about what I just said right there. You are trading your wealth for status. And here's the thing, okay, if you really love designer and you want to continue buying it, like there's no judgment here. There's nothing wrong with spending money as long as it aligns with your values and your goals. But if you're waking up every day exhausted, stuck in a job that you hate, wishing that you had more freedom, but then dropping thousands of dollars on stuff to make you look rich instead of actually becoming rich, you have to ask yourself why. Because those designer bags, those designer shoes, like that's your retirement. That's your ability to stop working years or even decades earlier. Because spending money is not the problem, but spending to feel like you're enough when you already are, that's the trap. And honestly, I think the bigger flex is having the money to buy something like that and then choosing to buy the dupe instead because you'd rather have that money grow and work for you. But that's just me.
China, we all wear this kind of shoes. Okay, I'm just joking. These are actually specially customized for one of our Mexico customers. But do you know that more than 80% of the luxury leather products, like handbags, purses, and shoes of Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, Coach, Prada, you name it, most of them are made in China. And most of them are made in our factory. Yeah, I'm telling you. But why these luxury brands never tell you that? Because they are trying to pretend to be products of some sophisticated European countries like Italy or France. They're trying to make you believe that these shoes or luxury bags are actually made by some grandpa who looks like Santa Claus sitting in a wooden house on the mountain of Switzerland. But no, not at all. They are made in China. Most of them in our factory. So why don't you just contact us? We have been the OEM factory for these luxury brands for the past 30 years. Yes, I'm telling you. So just contact us and buy any bag or shoes with a much better price, even less than 1/10 of the price at the boutique. Trust me.
Come with me to check out China's biggest luxury wholesaler. Thanks to President Trump's recent tariffs, Chinese manufacturers for luxury brands like Hermès, Chanel, LV, etc. are coming out of the woods and offering direct sale to us peasants and the US at a pinch of the price. When you walk in, they hand you gloves because the goods you're about to handle are still the same top quality. I've never seen so many Hermès bags lined up in front of me, let alone try every size and color on like I'm in Walmart. Best part is there's no sale assistant stalking you. No upsells, and you're only paying 20% of the price. These only range from $250 to $500. That's a steal. Manufacturers are exposing luxury brands for what the bags actually cost. Now that Donnie's pissed off the peasants, all hell's broken loose.
I feel vindicated. Let me pop my collar on both sides. I feel vindicated because I've been saying for years, it's one of the reasons why you can look at my shirt. Sorry, you can look at my shirt and you don't see any brands on it, right? Why? Because I think it's ludicrous, crazy, asinine, insane in the membrane to go out, spend your money, $150, $1,000, whatever the item costs, with a brand on it. Now, let's say you want to buy a nice dress or a nice shirt, pants, outfit, whatever. And it's just clean, just plain, no really brand on it. Like personally, I won't go out and buy a brand to wear it on my chest. I'm paying them to become their billboard, right? So other people can look at me as a billboard and go buy the brand. So they're winning 3 times. I pay them, 1, I billboard for them, 2, and then I'm marketing for them, 3, for other people to go and buy their brand, right? And I'm not getting anything from it. Neither are you. Neither are you are getting anything for it, right? However, the same company will give people, celebrities, millions of dollars to wear their brands, right? So if you're not being paid for wearing a brand, you shouldn't become their billboard.